So I wanted to talk about affordable housing, and I want to give some numbers. So today in Michigan, I did research for Michigan and Michigan only. And to my listeners that's not from Michigan, I love you guys. If you want me to look up your area, I will. But for Michigan, currently, to afford a two-bedroom home is, it says, about $1,200 to $1,300 for a worker, and they said that workers roughly, that means about $24 to $25 an hour. However, the minimum wage currently still in Michigan is only $12.48. So that means that 73% of renters currently are struggling to pay their rent, because that's over 30% of their income. And most people that's on disability, SSI, they pay between $200 and $300 a month for rent. However, it's still not affordable for them with medical costs, with medication needs, groceries, and things of that nature. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well, because 73% of renters are considered severely cost burden. So that could be a definitely detriment to them trying to rent property from someone like you that's a landlord. They can't financially afford it, but don't know how to communicate it, or they say that most people in America, not just Michigan, don't have at least $1,000 saved. So in case of emergency, so let's hypothetically say an emergency happens and they need to pay their rent. They're probably gonna do the emergency and be short on their rent. That's usually what people choose, life or death type of situations. So I just wanted to give you those numbers as well. So the further, if you didn't know, that's what's going on with the economy, and that minimum wage is still only $12.48.
So, um, you, so yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Even though this ain't scripted, it's unfiltered, but so yeah, so that leads to something that I did not expect to talk about on today. So what is going on with that is, and I cannot take the responsibility of that, but I must say, with sitting here and listening to you saying that, what is going on now with that is a lot of families are going to the landlords or management companies with fraudulent check stubs.
Oh.
So you saying that they're getting paid $13, $14 an hour on the lower end on the average, and they are claiming to make that $25 or $26 per hour.
That's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. How does that make it an issue for me once I verified the paperwork that they gave me? Now, I could be lenient for a month or two and make sacrifices in my own lifestyle and maybe not pay or not do something in my own home. But then after a while, it just become a financial burden, because even if I'm experiencing that as a private landlord with my tenants, then I still have to pay the bank mortgage on time. So now you not just putting one family in a financial burden crisis, but if they were to get evicted, then, and if I couldn't pay the bank or my property taxes or homeowner insurance, et cetera, on time, then I can also lose the place as well. I do get, from the tenant standpoint of view of things that's going on, I have also asked some tenants